Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program on the PS5 with your host Apollo. If you're not familiar with what we've been doing, we have been knocking out contracts and trying to earn some cashola. So, we have this one, the Mark 16 parachute in flight. Through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. So I think for this one we're going to try a smaller, cheaper rocket and see if we can do it. But first, oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Hold on, here. In the last episode, we have successfully been carrying people to suborbital space flight missions, which is getting us a fair bit of cash and a fair bit of reputation, I think. So we are almost ready to orbit Kerbin. Almost. We are so close. We just need a little more oomph. But for today, we need to take a step back and we're going to try to knock this one out right here. We need to test the Mark 16 parachute in flight between an altitude of 3,000 meters and 7,000 meters and a speed of 200 to 270 meters per second. So, I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to go and pull out one of our earlier rockets and see if we can't tweak it. Open craft. Oh wait, first we need to save craft. And I also don't know, I need to find out if if these parachutes are actually doing any good. Because what I want to do is I need to test out if once they separate, once we stage out, do they activate? Because I might have to put them on a different stage. So I just don't know if it's working. So I might have to do this. So you stage, you launch the rocket, you stage it when the rockets are empty. While we're doing our inertial roll, it'll activate the parachutes. After the parachutes are active, and the roll is going, the centrifugal force of the roll pushes the rockets out away from the center rocket. And then the second one activates. And then the parachutes on the second one activate before stage, 3. And then stage 3 decouples and activates third stage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call these rockets stage 1, this middle rocket right here stage 2, and then our little liquid fuel rocket stage 3. And then stage 3 activates the parachutes on the liquid rocket. But these are just drag parachutes, aren't they? I need to see that. Should be here. No? Here? Yeah. Yeah, those are just drag chutes. So what we're going to do, real quick while we're here, is we're going to put on radial mount parachutes. Whoops. Right by the drag chutes. So, the drag chutes should... Oh wait, that's not good. We'll put them down a little bit lower. So the drag chutes should activate up here in stage 2. So... yeah, that should do it. I'm really trying to recover these And I don't know if one shoots enough for these, but it should be. There's no reason I can think of that it wouldn't be. Sorry. But, so we're going to save the craft, but then we're going to open... Let's open this one. No, let's open the Mark III. The Mark III is a test craft. So, we need to test this. Right? That's the Mark... What Mark? I always forget. The Mark 16. Yep, that's the Mark 16. So what I think we should do is get rid of this. You guys think maybe do liquid fuel with a swivel head, but I don't think that's gonna get us what we need, really. So we learned a little bit something from our Betty Tetro. Whoops, I keep messing that up. So let's throw those on. We're gonna have to test and see if this gets us the requirements, and we can also maybe...
I'm not going to be on my computer. Okay, but I'm going to save this for recording to see your accomplishments.
Well, it's far cheaper. I don't know what these numbers are. If anyone knows what these two numbers down here are, if you look in the lower left where the pointer's at, is this the weight? 358,920. Or is this... Hold on, let's save craft and return to Space Center. So, okay, so the bottom number is how much money we have, and the top number is how much money it costs. Let's see what we can do in the R&D division. Let's see. Aviation, general construction. Basic science. You know, I kinda wonder what some of those are. That we need 45, so we can only afford one. We could really use the rockets. Eesh, decisions. We don't really need the aviation right now. We're gonna play with the space planes a little bit later. It's basic science. I wish I could see what they are. There. Stay put. The Stay Putnik offers the ultimate solution to crew safety. A lightweight sphere equipped with remote receivers and relay control input from the ground to the craft. It carries no crew at all, thus keeping them perfectly safe from all harm. This device does require electricity to generate or to operate, however, and will cease to function if the power runs out. The built-in battery should keep it going for about 10 minutes. All right. The battery pack. The Z100 battery pack is the standard model for electrical applications. Holds 2 quadruple A batteries and holds a maximum of 100 units of charge. The SC-9001 is the cutting edge of self-contained laboratory. Here, have you ever wondered what happens to something at 0G? Or have you ever pondered the truly meaningful questions such as what would happen if I exposed this to the rigors of stellar radiation and unforgiving vacuum? Comes with complimentary notepad. Recommended for ages 4 to 8. Small parts inside, but it is not suitable for small children. Alright. Alright, radiator panels. Radiator panels. Alright. So, what's this? So that's all electronics. Miniaturization. Okay. I'm just trying to see what's coming up next. Advanced construction. Fuel systems. What's this? Nuclear propulsion. Do they have a better... Where do we get solar panels? Solar panels are here. So we need basic science for 45. And then that'll be 90. Oh my goodness. So what else do we get in this? Rechargeable battery bank. Yeah, we need this. So we're gonna... but the rockets... Oh man, I don't know. Because we need the rockets to get farther out into space. Before we have that, it's kind of useless to have the batteries. But once we get the batteries, we pretty much are screwed until we get the solar panels. So we need 45, so 90, 100, 135 total science in order to make that worth it. You know what? I'm just going to make the decision. So we need about 110, 120 science to get this. And hopefully, once we get that, we can jump straight here as quickly as possible. Because we need the solar panels for those batteries. Alright. So, one quick check. The Mark 16 parachute. The Flea. Altitude 120,000 to 130,000. We can do that one. We should have been able to do that. I'm pretty sure the decoupler, which is weird because I already have it. So let's see if we have the Flea. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and that, and that. We'll go ahead and add all of them, because I think what we can do is come here and just go ahead and see what we got. Which engine did I use? Whoops. The Flea. And the swivel. Liquid fuel, so... Oh man. We got old Jeb here. You know what? Oh, we're gonna go ahead and put Valentina. It's an easy flight. Jeb can take the day off. Jeb can... So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have backup chutes in, but we're gonna put this down here, so it should be... We should be able to test the decoupler. Or, since I know this is enough to stop the capsule, maybe, just maybe, we do this. So that way, we can recover these parts too. I mean, we're only spending $4,000. But, alright, so now... What we'll do is we'll move this down here, move this up here, right? No. No. We need to move... stickies. Come on, up. Oh my goodness, maybe I need to adjust the sensitivity. Maybe that's the key here. Alright, so we'll fire the rocket. After the rocket's depleted, we'll activate the rocket chutes. Once those are activated, we will dump it and see if we can recover it. If we do recover it, we know the system works. And 3 chutes should be absolutely more than enough to stop that little thing. And then we'll do this. So let's save craft. I need to double check and remember the altitudes that I need for all of this. Because I keep forgetting. I should write this down. The flea. Perform a test. Activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. Alright, that's the swivel. We're not going to worry about that for now, but this one, we need to reach 3,000 to 7,000 meters and a speed of 270 meters per second. We'll just go YOLO. Whoops. We need to go here. We're just going to go YOLO and try it because... Launch. Controlling altitude and speed with these solid rocket boosters, I don't know how people do it. So we're gonna go up. And I already damn forgot. Oh well. Up and away. I might have screwed that up. Hold on. I didn't mean to push the button. Because it was 2,000 to 7,000 meters and like 300 meters per second. What the hell? What the hell? All right, so I'm hoping that does it. I don't know if we were going fast enough. Yeah, I'm not sure if we hit the speed requirements. But I think I saw the rocket booster falling up there. Alright, so let's... see if the requirements are met. We didn't get the decoupler. Oh. Okay, so the decoupler, we're going to need a much bigger engine, because we need to reach 30,000 meters, and a lot faster, too. That's fine. Well, I mean, speed isn't really a problem. We just need to hit the decoupler before we get to an altitude of 30,000 feet on it, so... Alright, so the TD-25 decoupler. I need to make sure that's the one we have, so... Whoops. Recover. Oh, dang it, I forgot to... Shit, you guys, I forgot to check. I forgot to check. Ah, jeebs. That's okay. Whoops. Come on, stop pushing the wrong damn button. So we need to get to about 30,000 feet. What decoupler are we using? Oh, that's not even the right decoupler. That could be a reason we're not getting that. So, we need to test the decoupler, but that decoupler is ginormous. It's bigger than that. How do we test that bad boy? Everything is smaller. What's that? Alright, so let's do a thing. Let's take these. Let's go down to the decoupler. Let's do a TD-12. Put that on. Where was that adapter at? Payload? No. Where was that? Structure? We'll put this on here. And then we'll go back to the decoupler. And then... oh my goodness, I don't think I have the rockets for this yet. What to do, what to do. Hold on, let's see something here. Alright. Let's bring out the Mark II. Oh my goodness, how to accomplish this is kind of crazy here. So we know these stages will get us plenty of altitude. So let's use this, and we can get, well, get rid of this. So now we have this. We're gonna need a heat shield. So, heat shield. Right. And then the TD-25 decoupler goes here. No, wait. We need, what was it under? Structural? Alright, so then we need to go get the other decoupler, TD-12, put it here, then here, and then here. And then we take this. How did I do this before? L1. I don't remember how to do this. Like this. And then another decoupler right here. And then we'll do several liquid fuel tanks and a swivel engine. And then another decoupler here. Yeah! Now we need to make sure everything's in stage. Okay, so stage 1, parachutes, decouple. Stage 2, activates with parachutes. No, we don't want that decoupler there. We need this decoupler up here. With this. And this. So we have ignition. Those will run out while we're doing our 360. The parachutes activate. After the parachutes activate, we decouple. The centrifugal force pushes them out while we continue forward. Then we stage the primary rocket. What's... Uh-oh. It's very top heavy. That's not bueno. So, how do we fix that? That's better. Okay, so we fixed that. Hopefully, it'll be okay. We won't know until we try. Alright. So, rocket, parachutes, stage, rocket, parachutes, stage, rockets, so what stage is this? Okay, then stage, 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 then parachutes home. Alright, let's see who's flying this bad boy. Jeb, I do not want to risk you on this one, buddy. We're going to do Valentina on this mission, because if Valentina dies, I guess that's more acceptable, maybe. Alright. Mark 4. Alright. I'm not confident in this one. Boys and girls, I am not confident in this one. Alright. No time like the present. 3, 2, wait, shit. I already forgot. Wasn't it like 20,000 feet or... I forgot. See, I really need to get a notepad and keep it next to me. Alright, let's go double check the requirements. So 30,000 feet at 1750. So 29,000 or 29,000 meters and 1750. We might be overkill for this. We might just want to back off on the engines, honestly, which makes it cheaper. So... that should be sufficient for what we need. Alright. No more than 29,000 feet. And anything under 1,700 meters per second. No, we're not going to have the oomph. We are not going to make it to the altitude. I really wish we could shut the solid rocket boosters off. Well, we might do this. Whoops. Alright, let's see if we did anything worthwhile here. Not everyone's a winner. I didn't mean to bring Jeb on this mission. It should be okay. He's an experienced pilot, right? Parachutes. Thank you. Always makes me pucker up a little bit when I feel like they're yeah, so we lost a little bit of money. Well, it'll be worth it, honestly, if we get the contract complete. But it's good to know that that rocket has the balls to do what we need it to do. What's... Alright, that's better. I like UT. I think UT is how many days and hours it's been since we started. Alright, recover vessel. I need to check the part list and see if those boosters are making it back down. I don't know what MP and AB is. What is this? Heat shield. Parachute. So this is the command pod. So what are these? AB. Quantity 200. Quantity 10. I'm not sure. Alright, let's go see if we met the criteria. We did. So now, look at that. We're completing all these. So now we just need to test the swivel engine at about 120 to 130,000 feet. Or meters, not feet, my bad. 130,000, 120 to 130,000. Staging. What's our record time at? Oh, wow, that was a lot. So we're going to leave it right here. And if you guys want, check out the playlist down below, and we're going to test out this. We're going to try to knock this one out, too. All we need to do is reach an altitude of about 120,000 meters and activate the swivel engine, which shouldn't be too difficult. So, if you guys want to see how that goes, please check the playlist down below. You might have to wait for it to come out because, again, with the recording and posting schedule, I just never know when stuff's going to happen. So check the playlist down below, hit the subscribe button if it's not posted, and I'll see you guys in the next one.